Do you know what this is? Oh, look. I'm going to be evil. I'm going to snatch one bit from here. Look. Oh, that's actually really funny. Hmm. Let's look at it a bit closer. You know what this is? This is the blueberry. And as you see, we still have snow in the forest. I thought today I would even call this the most boring broadcast, but then I realized that it's Oyoma. Hey, hey, Crystal. Hey, Mark. Hey, hey. It's actually not boring at all because everything is happening right now. We just don't notice it. Look, this is a blueberry plant. You see them here on the ground. Hey, John. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And this is what's happening with the blueberry. You notice that? Let's go. I have to lean my hand on this tree so that I'm not shaking too much. Look. No, no, it's not sharpening now. Yes, exactly. It's getting leaves. These are the what is it called in English? Like the leaf buds. Aha, there's this kind of buds coming up now. But so you see that it's even though the trees, I don't think a lot of them. We have to go and hunt some in a moment, but I don't think the leaves are coming out in the trees yet. But in blueberry, it clearly is. Oh, it's so cool. They're saying. Oh, thank you for high five to you as well, John. The we're by the way here right next to our house. Our house is behind there. Hey, Gary. But and as you see, there's a little bit of blue sky as well. Otherwise, it's rather a windy and chilly day. It's +2, something like that. They say that it's going to be a really, really slow spring. So it's going to take a long time before the summer starts. I was hoping that because of the little sorry, little snow that we had this winter, it would have been a what? You see what's happening? I'm falling into that little snow that we have. But yeah, so I was hoping that the spring would be quick, but apparently it's not going to be. My apologies. This will be a bumpy ride today. Let me just smash my foot through the snow. Then at least there's some sort of a controlled falling through the snow. Ah, again, it's a little bit difficult. Oh, don't tell me, Mark. I'm so jealous. This is this is the time when for Stefan, this is the most difficult time to live in Lapland because you see pictures, for instance, of the bluebells, you know, of all the beautiful. Hey, look, and there he is. Dude, you should be working. So for Stefan, now he can tell it to you himself, but to him this is a tricky time because you see, you know, on social media that all the friends are enjoying the spring wherever they are. Hey, Chantal, look. Um, but then, aha, there's a little bit of stuff happening here. Then over here, it's still like this, you know. So the difference between what we see other people have in their surroundings and where we are is the biggest, the greatest at this time, you know, or the emotional distance is probably the biggest. Oh, I'm so happy, Chantal. I was just thinking that I need to, I need to talk to you now soon about hugging trees. Look. Hey, hey, Tommy. This is a lingonberry. So the lingonberries are they have leaves. They've had them all year through. And look, excellent, excellent, excellent. Look, so the ants are slowly starting to do stuff here in the nest. You see the motion? Oh, it did not. I was already thinking like, where is Tommy? Oh, look, that poor bugger. They are just crawling out of their nest, and that one was still a bit clumsy. He fell. There's another one as well. That's funny. You rarely see them that slow. Do you notice that? They are. Oh, okay. Well, then you at least saw that we were on. Oh, those poor buggers. They are really falling from higher. Yes, it is. And this is really funny because I mean this is the time when they need to start repairing. Like, look here. I don't know what this has been, but somebody, yeah, they are. Somebody has been busy with this. Somebody has been digging in here, maybe like a dog or something. They've been damaging the nest. You see here, because otherwise it's like beautiful, like you see here on the side, all very well taken care of. But here somebody's been digging into the nest. Supikoira, yeah, could be. Oh, okay. We don't get them luckily. These are like these red ants, and they bite you, and then they pee. Thank you very much. I was so scared of them as kid, but it doesn't. They're not really harmful in any way. But it is the smell of these. Could be. I'm not sure if that's the um, right one. Oh, excellent, excellent. Groetjes, Chantal. Oh, you're home early. Okay, I'm fine with that. but um, but yeah. So these are not nasty creatures, but they are quite fierce if they are being attacked. And the thing is that what I really find so funny, I um I haven't really studied the heart and soul of these ants, but I do know that they have quite an incredible way of building societies. So it's they have farms and they have nurseries and they have a culture. Hei Timo, terveiset Tampereelle. Siellä on varmaan vähän vähemmän lunta taas. Although in the south of Finland, it's apparently also been snowing. For us, when it snows now, it's not a big problem because we still have snow to begin with. But in the south, where they've had like this gorgeous spring already, and then you get snow, maybe that's even more depressing. But yeah, these ants apparently, because there's several nests, not right next to each other, but a bit of distance. I can't see one here now, but probably there are, under other trees here, and they are apparently related. So the ants that come from have started from this nest, start colonies somewhere close by, and then they don't get really aggressive towards each other. It's sort of like they don't fight their relatives. But if there's a colony that they don't really that would be very easy here, I think, Tommy, that they don't really know, they do fight and they are pretty aggressive against them. Snow almost gone except from your yard. Yeah, I know that feeling. We have quite a bit still on our yard. Wait, I have to try to go back via my own steps so that we don't, what? So that you don't have to. No, I didn't want to shake you too much, but I'm still doing that. I'm sorry. Once we get back to the snow scooter track, then it'll be easier. Here. Have you tried doing that in the forest as a kid? Oh yeah, yeah. Um, this particular piece of the forest where I am right now, because that the house over there, that's where I grew up. You know, between there, that one. That's the one that my father built with his father and his brothers for our family when I was like 5. And so this is the forest where I have been really playing a lot. There's been like tree houses and everything here. And this is, I don't know if you recognize this now that it's winter. Oh, there's, by the way, over there, another nest, I think. Unless it's a rock, we only see it when we get a bit closer by. But I don't know if you recognize this, but this is that bit where we go and pick that one mushroom. That's one of my favorites. And now I already forgot. It was wax cap. What was it again? Arched wood wax. It was, wasn't it? Which they call in Finnish the tuxedo of mushrooms. It's gorgeous. If you want to see how it looks, you scroll in our Insta feed. It's got a beautiful dark brown top and this white. Uh, what are they? You know, some mushrooms have like this the same kind of things as a whale has. You know, I don't know what they're called in English. Yeah, look, it's another nest. So most likely this one is related to the one that we just saw over there. But yeah, so that mushroom I pick from here, and there are broadcasts from last autumn from us picking the mushroom from here. This is the route that I take. It starts from here when I go picking those mushrooms. So it looks like here in the beginning there's not a lot of snow anymore. You see? It was we also had beautiful spring days already, like real spring days, but it was plus 12 degrees and higher. But now apparently it's going to be cold for a while. Removed some smaller plants and bushes. This is well, that part is natural. So this is not our forest. This is just our neighborhood forest. But here, this area, this is the snow scooter track. It goes through there, goes across the street, goes across the road, and then to the lake on the other side. So this part, this has been raivattu. What would that be in English again? Like they cut the trees and hummingbird. Oh, that's so sweet. I would love to see one of those live. Cleared, yeah. So this bit has been cleared, this route, and they have these big machines that keep this route good for the snow scooters. Look, you see what that is? This is, anyways, what we call the happy squirrel season. That's squirrel footsteps. It's been going that direction, you see, into that tree. This is. Hey, Sadri. This is a season when the small, like the baby squirrels. Well, they're not babies. They're just like toddlers at this point. Basically, they run around, uh, play peekaboo with each other in the forest. It's really sweet to see. They are everywhere and really like running and playing like kids. So this is that season, and as you can see it on the footsteps as well. We've been here before. Look, I will show you something ugly now first. There's the The only factory here in the village, and that's heat factory. Dead squirrels on the yeah. Oh, that's not nice to see. Yeah. Oh, I'd rather you see living squirrels. But that thing over there, that's where they make heat. They make warmth for the whole village. So a lot of the hotels, for instance, they get their it's like a central heating plant. And behind there you see Levi, the fell that all the tourists come to in this village. But then in this picture we have a sign for the snow scooters. By the way, Stefan is probably not here anymore. He's already driving home, but at least I don't think there will be much people driving snow scooters anymore. Tease a cat. Yeah, I've seen them do that. they, that's a funny thing. I mean, it's clear that animals have a sense of humor, and usually it has to do with like buggering others. uh, by the way, hey Fideso, I have no idea what that is actually. What is it? If I know what it is, I might be able to tell you. Look, this is that giant volcanic rock that we have here. I've shown it to you before, but oh, it's a mushroom. I don't at least know the Latin name, but is it an edible mushroom or something that or a poisonous one or korvasieni? Yeah, 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 yeah. Right. Yes, it is actually, and it's almost almost a month away. Yeah, absolutely. No, you have to boil it like 3 times in a lot of water. But that's very much, yes, that's very much a thing used in Finland. I know that, for instance, in Sweden, it's not allowed because of the poison in it. Be hiking any mountains. Um, we will try at least. We've often gone to Särkitunturi, and that's a really nice. I mean, it's a very touristic place, but it's a really nice place to hike to, and there's good enough network to stream from. But yeah, so this thing here. It is. I'll tell you a story about it soon. This thing here is because Finland has a lot of old volcanic uh, mountains, or what used to be volcanoes that have gone out ages and ages ago. But so there's a lot of these volcanic stones, rocks here as well, like this big one, and they've been moved around by the ice age. So it's really you find these kind of big chunks, kind of just everywhere. But yeah, that mushroom korvasieni. I already forgot what the Latin name was, but korvasieni, the ear mushroom. Yes, it is. And for instance, my mother has always made this incredible soup from it. Korvasieni keitto. That's probably my father's favorite dish. It's a very creamy soup, but yeah, you have to know what you're doing when you're preparing the mushroom. And it grows in places where the ground has been broken. So, for instance, if there's a clear cut that they do somewhere in some area, then one of the first things that come in the first years are those mushrooms. They pop up, and those areas are great for finding these mushrooms. And when my father was young, one year, what happened? There was a forest fire in one of the forests, and I think I think it was in the 50s. Some worker guy, somebody. There was an they were cutting down some trees, and one of the guys working there had been smoking and dropped his cigarette. And the next night, that started a forest fire. It had been, you know, the kept the ah, I forgot, I don't remember the word, but like it was slowly sort of smoldering there until it actually burst into flames, and a whole heap of forest burned, which was obviously tragic. But then um, what they got from that, the next autumn, there was an incredible amount of the mushroom. It just popped up like crazy, and they picked it. Like so, Dad and his family, his siblings, they were picking the mushroom, and they got bucketfuls, barrelfuls of it, basically. And then, because there were hotels here, what they did, they sold it to the hotels because it's a super fancy mushroom in that sense. It is truly a delicacy. So they sold it to the hotels, and with it, they bought. Um, Dad's sister, for instance, bought herself a gigantic iron pot, and with which she would then, you know, do laundry. So that was quite. I mean, that's really back, way back, but they got so much money from it that they would be able to like improve the quality of their life through that. And that's quite something if you think like the man got well, that kind of back in the days, everybody was smoking. Nobody was, you know, careful about stuff like that, and that was back then. So I report a front loader. No, a top loader. Uh, but the funny thing is that no, well, because here we don't have wild raspberries like that. So the funny thing is that Stefan is still using that iron pot. So that's how he started Campfire Barista. We have that giant pot. It's like like this, a really big one, cast iron, and that's what Stefan was using when he was first starting to like bring his fireplace to the village and make coffee for people. so so if you think about it in a way, that forest fire enabled then again, first of all, my aunties to get their washing done, and the family to gain like really valuable, hey, it's Hamilton, really valuable goods that they would be able to use. Hey, Rose, Rose, Rachel, sorry. Hey, Jane, the magic bot, exactly. And then after that, even us, we are still benefiting from that. Can you imagine? And that's so funny. These, like the stuff here in the forest, we have what is so called everyman's right. So that means that, I mean, I'm able to just walk around here. Nobody's going to be able to say to me that, hey, this is our forest. You're not allowed to be here. So people are allowed to be in forests. No, don't say that, Timo. That's not going to happen. Everybody's allowed to walk around and utilize the forest. Pick mushrooms, pick berries. Like here, for instance, this is a juniper. Well, juniper is protected, but I'm not sure. You are allowed to pick berries from it, but it's a little bit different. But so everybody's allowed to utilize the forest, no matter whose forest it is, but you're not allowed to cause any damage. So you're not allowed to cut down trees from other people's forest. You're not allowed to make fire or like harm it in any way. Hey, Melissa, Sarah. Thank you, Tommy. They are. And Stefan uses them in his recipes as well. And the funny thing about them, then again, yeah, exactly. They take several years to ripen. So when you get berries, the first year they're going to be green, and then the next year they're only usable. Then that's when they get like dark and black. And they've got female and male plants as well. So you don't find berries in all of these junipers here. But as you see, they are these low bushes. They don't grow high. This is the Arctic kind of juniper over there as well. But there's a lot of stuff that grows here. That's what I then again love about spring, when things start appearing that you can pick. You know, obviously the autumn and the late summer, that's the best time to pick things. But already in the springtime, you get like you get the birch water, so the birch sap, and then you get those mushrooms and birch leaves, for instance. Then kuusenkerkat, spruce tips as well. Herbs grow well in the region. Well, everything that grows here has to be quite hard, winter hard, and has to be quite sturdy. We don't get the kind of, we can grow, the like uh, thyme and that kind of herbs in our garden, but you have to really protect it well from the winter and things like rosemary. Yeah, it manages through the summer, but usually it dies in the winter time. It's just simply too cold. uh Juniper wood is good for handicraft. Yeah, 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 that's true. That's true, Timo. um but then we have things like special things like Väinönputki, angelica, arch angelica, and that is quite an incredible herb as well, that it has a completely different kind of a taste and scent. You can use it. My friend Kate, I don't know if you remember her, the Australian who lives in the village. She has spent a lot of time looking into the herbs and plants that grow here since they moved here. I mean, she is a, a scientist actually, and she has made all kinds of recipes and tweaked her Australian recipes with the Lappish herbs, and Arch Angelica being one of those. And it's really, we have one pot of her, um, what is it again? What's a berry? Berry fruit. Mm, not peach, smaller. Ah, can't get it in my head. Like the smaller version of peach, a little bit more tart maybe. Apricot, exactly. Yeah, apricot. I just couldn't get. I was thinking like it starts with A, but I can't get it. Kumquat. That's the other. Yeah, but oh, you're still here. Hey, Kimberly. Hey. But the so yes, she has made kumquat jam as well, but the one with apricot, and it's not a jam really. It's an and another word I forgot. Chutney. It's like an apricot chutney slash jam slash. Oh, you're there. You can come and see me here. So it's a spicy one, but then she also had that arch angelica in it, and that is so good with cheeses. It's a preserve, yeah. I'm here on the other side. You see, on the other side of the road, here in the magic mushroom forest. No magic mushrooms here, but I love that one particular mushroom that I was telling you about, the tuxedo of the mushrooms. That's what I pick here for the ones that weren't here in the beginning. This is that. This is the area where I have a couple of my mushroom places here. There's four different mushrooms that I love. Oh, it would be so nice to be able to like, yes, kelkkarata exactly, but kelkkarata, kelkkareitti. But there's so many interesting foods and things to pick and things to make from stuff that you pick that I would love to have you taste those. I only called it magic because I find them magical. They are so beautiful and like probably the best mushroom that I know. So arched wood wax. I think at least that was the name. You can find it on pictures of that on our Instagram. So four mushrooms that I really love. That's an arched wood wax, which grows here. Um, then there's lampaankääpä. In a way, it's a very simple mushroom, at least in the south. You get loads of it, and that you also find here. But it's like you can use it almost as meat. Yeah, maybe we'll start at least with some things. We're going to start with Stefan's syrup if it works out. But yeah, so those arched wood wax, lampaankääpä. If Timo finds what it is in English, you can tell. Then there is that's a yes, yes. Then there's the porcini, herkkutatti, like the the one that the Italians eat a lot as well. That's a that's a lovely one. I always dry that one, and then I keep it for for gorgeous risottos, and you can make such beautiful things out of that. That's one of my and porcini is it's like that doesn't grow here. It We have it in the village. It grows a bit further, but that is a mushroom that it's a being. It's not a plant. Well, mushrooms are not really plants, anyways, but they are something between plants and animal. But um, it's like when you see one, it grows in the forest, and it's like the divine light is shining on the mushroom, and da 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 da. Like in games, you get this. Oh look, there's campfire Brista. You found me. it is it's almost it's like finding a friend. It's a fungus, yeah, and it's somehow I don't know why I have such a relationship with those particular mushrooms, but there's something about them that you know makes them something more than just mushrooms. They are these creatures, they are beings. Did you have a nice day at work?
Hello. Yeah, today very tired. Oh, and I've got
Albatrellus
in an hour
ovinus.
for the meeting, so
Ooh, sheep polypore. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Well, we'll go in a moment. Stefan would love to hear that. Which
love
one?
to
Now I
hear that.
forgot already. Oh, maybe it was the part that Timo said about the Dutchies being pros in
Yeah, I
magic.
saw it. Her, her, her.
Stefan does does not agree with that, I suppose. Oh, you're wearing rubber boots now.
Yes,
That's a good idea.
yes.
No, it's just funny. I mean, they like when you live in a place like this. Hey, Stefan, says Tommy.
Hey, hello.
He waved. You just didn't see it. When you live in a place like this and you grow up with the kind of family that I did, um, you learn to really appreciate, first of all, the nature, and because you get so much from it. There's so many ways in which you, well, yeah, benefit from the nature. But I mean, it's not a one-way street. Like, well, I hope at least not. I try to give give back to it as well. But it is quite incredible the abundance that it has, even here in the Arctic, where you could appreciate it. I have that definitely. I don't know why I love them so much, but but the abundance that you get in a place like this, responding to, oh yeah, oh excellent at everything. That's probably true. Yeah, they are a bit like that, aren't they? But so um yes, I didn't give you the. I still give you the fourth mushroom before we're going to go and find something to eat at home. But oh yeah, then it was I think it's called, Stefan. Do you remember? Is it called gypsy mushroom? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
kehnäsieni in Finnish, the gypsy mushroom. And that's the one that you've seen us pick in the Halipu forest. That's where we have a lot of that. And
Amazing though that the whole snowmobile track is already gone.
yeah, see, I told you that Stefan would be looking at that. Yeah, no, it is. It's funny because other parts are not gone completely, but that
No, but
is.
it's quite early now that this track is already completely gone now.
Yes, but the rest is not.
No,
But I still wanted to say about that gypsy mushroom that is a 3-star mushroom, and 3-star being like the highest valued mushroom, so it's incredibly delicious, and you can make that. That's we've never dried that particular mushroom, but it's beautiful one to dry as well. I don't know why we never tried that. I think I should try this year. But no, you see the footsteps. This is like the relatives. I think it's over there somewhere. It was funny to see them fall from. Did you notice that? They were like clearly still completely. Huh? Sleep drunk ants, yes. But can be mistaken. Yes, but not when you learn them really. So in the beginning I had difficulties. The first day when I was picking them with my mother. But then when you figure out how they are, um, with mushrooms, I'll tell you a secret. With mushrooms, the thing is that you don't only pick them by look. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Marie Dennis. You don't only pick them based on the way they look, but you pick them based on their vibe. That sounds a bit strange, but that's how. Um, it's like, do you know about those? Was it in Italy where the grandmothers they are like separating the female and male chicks from each other, like chicken hatchlings, and there's no way of really seeing that, but there's some way that they learn to recognize them, and they just do it. um, and it's the same thing with mushrooms. It's there's some sort of a way that you kind of you learn the what kind of a vibe a certain mushroom has, and they're always different. No, it's not. It's just you wouldn't be able to. They are just all these yellow little balls, but somehow there's something that they recognize in them, why they are able to just split the or divide them between male and female ones. Oh, really? Oh, that's a nice day. I'm not sure if we have one in Finland. I bet we do. I have to check that out. But that's that's one thing. Like once you learn the vibe of a mushroom, in this case, kehnäsieni, that's when it's then really easy to pick. Wait, it is sort of an intuition. There is something in it. Did you like mushroom soup? Fab recipe. Yes, yes. Har har har. That there there are, I think. I mean, you have to really people really have to know what they are picking when you're cooking for. Well, when you're cooking for yourself, but especially yes, especially when you pick for other people. Hey, you know what? We need to now go, I think, because Stefan is
yes,
up since early morning.
very early morning.
Yeah, and we're going to go in and get something to eat. No mushrooms though, but turned out much more interesting. I thought it was going to be really boring today, but actually there were so many things already today to look at and see. So hey,
Hey,
Stefan says bye.
bye
Maybe
bye.
I will say bye. Wait, ah, you're looking at my hand. Hey, and then I'll press the button again. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a thank you, Krista. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely Sunday. Yes, yes, yes. That definitely. Look, he's already busy with his phone.
Yeah,
Bye,
I was watching
Rachel.
on Facebook, but I
Nice
don't
that you
think
were
you
here.
saw her comments.
I didn't see Ada's
No,
comments. Oh,
exactly.
that's a shame.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So I
No,
didn't see any comments from
Facebook.
Facebook if they have been sent from there. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hey, bye people. Have a lovely week.
You too.
Thank you, thank you. Bye. See ya.